Right, okay, hopefully I'm live. Evening buzzers, hello Monday, hi Dan, thank you all for joining me this evening. Right, yeah, I forgot to do everything that was on that. I haven't done that, I haven't done that, I haven't done that. No, I've not done anything like that. I completely forgot because I'm an idiot. I've sent one out now, which is what I was doing frantically in the last few moments. Before I've not even set my phone up to be the camera of me yet. I'm not even in there with myself. Also needs don't start doing things on keyboards. Also needs a new set of headphones, which I can't remember where they are. There they are. Because I need to be able to completely buzz off the sound. Can get it all off, so there's no crackling and no feedback and no mute that one. Volume all the way down. And slot into that. I'm like really behind. Everything. Headphones. Which does help me actually get past the 30-second marker. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Now you're going to literally frantically go through everything. And what's probably the best place? Is probably that one. And that one. Because so yes, hello, I'm just currently sending out links to people that I say I will send the links out to when I actually should do it. Like really way before I'm even up here. I should send it like an hour before and something, like give people a chance. So is there anybody else on there? I don't think so. I think I've just sent all the messages. Yeah, definitely just sent that one. Definitely just sent that one. Definitely just sent that one. Right. So the plan for this evening, now that I've just do that. And my sound is good. My sound is good for a change. I did do that before that's the one thing I actually did do before I set up, was change my mic settings over and make sure that they'd been swapped over beforehand. I did think ahead slightly for a change, but it didn't work as I quite intended to. So I have sent a link out to some people while I sit here and sort the model out. The idea tonight is them gold guys that I've been doing for the last couple of times. I haven't got them all here. I've got what is essentially two pots of the same one which is a slight highlight color for it, and then I've got a really bright snot green which just happens to be on the desk. I've also got an Orc skin speed paint which I don't intend to use. So yes, I do have a lot of greens. I know I have a lot of greens, but then again I've got Orcs as well, so it kind of makes sense. Orcs are one of the 40k armies that I do collect, although I haven't got anywhere near as many as I have the Space Marine ones. Yeah, I don't need as many. Orcs are more of a fun army to play rather than Space Marines, which are a little bit more tactical to play. So there's two different sizes of these now. Well, three if you count him being ridiculously big. Evening, EB. How you doing? How you doing, man? So yeah, I've not seen them under this light because I did dry brush them not at home. I did the base dry brush somewhere else, and I can see there's a couple at least, these two and this one, that I not done right, which is going to irritate the hell out of me, and I'm not sure what I can do about it right now. Yeah, it saves me having 3 models to paint, and it cuts them down to being 18. Yay! 18 models should be easier to paint than 21. Right, skin tone. So skin tone, I'm going for the one that I've got 2 pots of, which is a Death Guard green. I don't want them bright and like cartoony green, but I don't want them. How can I describe it? There's another way to do green, and it's weird. I don't like it, so I'm going to try and avoid that if I can. So I'm going to see if this Death Guard green gives me the green that I want, and then possibly, if it needs it, use that other Ogre Camel shade, which is a slightly more yellow one, to push it more into the direction if need be. But hopefully the Death Guard green is just going to do it on its own. We'll find out. Now, the problem is we've been using, well, we have, I suppose, but I've been using a lot of speed paints and a lot of contrast paints recently. So what they do is they flow into the recesses and do if you've done this dry brushing, it makes the overall painting easier. It gives you all the shades and all the shadows. I don't have that color in a speed paint, so I'm having to actually use paint. You think, oh yeah, what's the difference in that? Well, it goes on differently for a start, unless you water it down quite a lot and use it more like a glaze or an ink, in which case you go to very, very thin, very thin layers. And it does help if, yeah, that light's very bright, but I do need it that bright to be able to see, because I'm blind as a bat. So if I could put it on thin enough, it's more of a tint to the layers that I've gone on before it, hopefully. And where it's supposed to be dark, it can remain quite dark. And anywhere that is supposed to be lighter, hopefully remains lighter. That's the idea anyway. See if we can get away with a contrast type effect, but with standard paints. I mean, it's not so bad when you're using metallics because they're kind of shiny and bright anyway. Fair enough. If you're relaxing, that's fine. As I said, I've sent the link out to a few people. If they wish to come up, that's entirely up to them. And well, it's 9 o'clock here, so it's probably about 4 o'clock. So a lot of people are probably still working. So I've not sent the link out to as many people, or some people that would usually join. I'll wait more until I see them arrive. Yeah, it's still a bit bright. I'm not quite sure I'm happy with it. And see, this is why I like the ivory. When you was asking in the question before I started, why I say ivory is a versatile colour. If I was to paint this up fully green and then dry brush it ivory, it'll bring the tone completely down. It'll mute it right out. Or just mixing a little bit with ivory as I do it, and it mutes the tone down. It's also the color that I use to dry brush these with to start with. Is rather than using a straight white, because straight whites are quite hard to use. So using a slight off white, but as close to white as you can get it, is quite nice. So in my case, it's ivory. My personal favorite color is blue, which is why my Space Marines all have blue shoulder pads. See, I've got a lot of these to do now. Right, Mandy, if you've been researching Orcs, it depends how you spell it. If you're researching Orcs with a C, you're researching Tolkien's Orcs. If you're researching Orcs with a K, you're researching the Warhammer 40,000 Orcs or the Warhammer Orcs. There is a legal distinction between the two. Even though Games Workshop have the rights to the Lord of the Rings game, I don't know, but it was before must have been before they got that. There is just a legal distinction between a Lord of the Rings orc with a C and a Warhammer orc with a K. I'm supposed to get into this guy's face. How am I supposed to get into that? Warhammer 40,000 page. Right, fair enough. Yeah, they use teeth as money in Warhammer 40,000. Yellow is classified as the colour of wealth. However, if you're going to paint your car or anything, you want it to be red because everyone knows red ones goes faster. But they're great because essentially all they want to do is fight. And they don't care what they fight. They fight each other. They'll fight the pets. They'll fight if the plant life fights back, they'll fight that. But yeah, they just essentially fight. But they can be controlled by someone who's bigger and harder. It's usually called a knob. And they usually work for a boss. And the bigger the boss, usually means it takes them to bigger fights. So that's the only reason they follow him. And then you get the doctors, which aren't really doctors, the mad scientists. Basically, if you're going because you've got an arm missing, yeah, purple is a sneaky colour. Blue's quite lucky. Don't go see a doctor, because you go and say, I want my arm back on, and he sees it as an opportunity to remove your legs and your other arm and stick you into a tin can and go, look, I've made you better. But he's also planted a bomb in your head just in case you decide to attack him, so he can blow you up and do it to someone else. So then you've got to listen to him. But then again, he's also give you 4 arms to go smash things with. So yeah, as far as I know is concerned, it's kind of a win-win situation. He gets to fight and smash things, and when he can't fight and smash things no more, he goes boom. Just as an orc should. I should discuss Orcs. Yeah, Orcs are brilliant. Although I've got to say, I am still disappointed that they changed the chart for the shock attack now. Being able to randomly just destroy a unit on the table, or teleport yourself over to them into what is essentially a flying headbutt. Oh, don't even get into the go look for the Orc alphabet. The Orc alphabet is ridiculous. Do you want to know how Orcs count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. There you go. So that's my answer to how many colored shades of green I've got. Lots. If you can count past 5, you're classified as an unorky. You've been doing too much of that Yumi stuff, that thinking. You don't want to be doing too much of that thinking. Old Zogruts did it. His head popped. And 6 of the boys round him. Splat. Great big pile of goo. Don't be doing none of that thinking. So, 40k Orcs are very simple. These ones are just going to be generic. Whenever I need something that's not sci-fi, at whichever scale I need it to be, he's got to try and keep on camera. Mandy, you let me down. You let me drift off camera. I got you wandering into 40k. Don't get drawn in. Well, it's up to you if you get drawn in, but I warn you now. It is an absolutely huge rabbit hole to get drawn into. However, Orcs are hilarious. Yeah. Arguably the most powerful race in the entire setting. The only thing that stops them from actually taking over the entire galaxy is the fact that they will fight each other just as much as they will fight everything else. So they kind of keep themselves in check. Because if they have actually united and like hang about, if we just fight everything else and not ourselves, then yeah, everyone else is done. Because they are quite literally destruction in a fungal form. Their weapons work on the sheer power of belief. They naturally spore their own kind, their own waste disposal and their own food within a single spore set. Henry Cavill is into it, but Henry Cavill is into the basically if Hollywood had an army, it would be the Custodies, and that's the ones that Henry Cavill collects. They are glitzy, they are gold. Every single one of them is overpowered to hell. Essentially, look like these type of guys, but thicker and chunkier and armed with. Every one of the spears has got like a twin 50 caliber rifle attached to it. The spears have psychic electricity running through them just to make sure they can cut through whatever armor you're wearing nice and easily. they're, yeah, individually they are quite overpowered. What, his own? I don't have my own at the moment. I'm currently borrowing that one. It makes it easy to base coat the damn things. It's all black. Done. So much better. I'm going to need more paint. That's the wrong one. It is so much easier with a spray gun to do that. And am I getting connection issues? Do I have a connection issue then? That's a bit odd. Maybe I invoked Cavill's name too much. Yeah, this is the open one. To do these, I'm actually going to need a bit, so rather than spooning it out by a little bit, I really need to transfer these into dropper bottles. I really, really do. Do it Bob Ross way. Dollop it on there. That'll do. And slowly thinning out. I really should have put this on Instagram. Oh well. Too late now. I'm losing viewers. Mandy and I know who I've not sent it to because I've lost Discord. I've lost Discord on the PC, so that means yeah, I can't send it. If you can send me a message on Messenger, I can send you the link. Yeah, unless you can go through Instagram or Twitter. I haven't put the link in there at the moment, and that brush is still far too wet. That's better. I've also forgot which one I was doing. No. Thank you for reminding me. Can't move around into the recesses. The base art green was my decision for the skin tone. Well, base green for the skin tone. I was gonna do pink for the shields because they are supposed to be squigs after all. If you're looking up Warhammer and stuff, squigs are one of the 3 forms of Orc, and essentially a utility. They do a lot of work actually. They are food, they are toys, they are pets, they are weapons. Squigs are quite good. They are mounts in some cases as well. If you've got a big enough squig with big enough gnashes, it can ride into battle. No reason why one of the boys can't ride it as well, especially if it runs fast enough. It is red after all. It should run pretty fast. think that's no. So that's a good thing about looking for shadow things. If it's in shadow, then you can't really see its colour properly anyway. So right in there where his wrist is going to be, nobody's ever going to see that. No, you didn't mention pink. I mentioned pink. See? Pink horror. That is the colour I intend to be using on these shields. And that's what colour squigs are. I'm still painting these things, you know. I was going to talk about the colours that I'm using, why I'll be using said colour, and see, this is why you asked me to send a link out so quickly, wasn't it? Because you knew I just sit here and listen to me Twitter and boringly on my own. You were listening to me talking to somebody. But tough. Well, not tough. Sorry. Thank you for being here. But yeah, there's nothing much you can do at the moment. There is only me, so I can just. That's all there is me talking to me and you in the chat. Well, at the moment, anyway. Who knows? Painting green. I suppose it makes a change of painting blue. I'll be happy to go back to painting blue and black soon at this rate. I'm going to need to as well because they all need finishing. Well, for now, but oh, I don't know if anyone's even gonna. Depends who's listening. You might know about Dungeons and Dragons, you might not. My idea is because essentially I don't want to be a forever DM. I do wish to play. So I've had an idea to put together a band of monster hunters into. Can you move the camera closer to you, less likely to disappear off the bottom of the screen? There we go. Yeah, I can, but see, then you're staring at my crotch, and I'm not particularly happy about that. I can move closer, I suppose. Essentially, I try and keep it so it. There we go. That should help do. Haha. Should help do that. Well, ideally, I don't want to be looking over my camera from when I'm painting because I can't actually see it properly. I won't be able to see it properly, but I also wish for you to be able to see it properly as well. I've forgotten what I was saying now.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah, Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you very much. This is why I have a partner who's got a very good memory and much better memory than mine. So at least if I'm partway through a conversation, then please let me know what I'm twittering all about. Even if I don't half of the time. Yeah, essentially putting together a band of monster hunters and then creating 10 different scenarios. And or even 20 different scenarios. Some easy, some hard, some impossible unless we roll lucky on loot tables, essentially. Following the Dungeon Master's Guide-ish as to what loot tables to follow if you're up against that class of beast or that class of beast or that class of beast. But then, because it's such a varied thing, we can't go, well, we know we're just going to be facing that. We can just tailor our party towards that. Now, there's going to be dragons, there's going to be undeads, there's going to be magics, there's going to be brute force things. There's going to be hordes, there's going to be single giant. Make it quite as a varied selection. So when we roll, we don't actually know what we're going to get or be facing. Because I have been wanting to get back into the playing D&D again. So just so I can do hordes, having a nice group of orcs of varying sizes to represent either orcs, kobolds, any generic NPC nasty that I need it to represent, because these ones have all got hoods on them. It could be anything, really. And just to be able to represent them on the battlefield. The problem comes is controlling them. Depending on the party size, it becomes difficult, especially if the monster or monsters are ranged users. There would have to be some kind of threat assessment or some kind of parameters that they have to follow to determine who they're going to target. Otherwise, I can just make them not target. Obviously, whoever's in controlling them could just make them not target the weakest people and target the optimal people for the party, and that's not necessarily what we'd do. If there's a competent commander on the field, he would know to target the weaker ones, and then, or if you saw any buffs go off or any mage users, essentially not all creatures are stupid. Like game programmers will program certain creatures to be. So therein is one difficulty that I've not thought of. And I've just lost everybody in that complete train of thought, haven't I? I'm looking bleeding madman. What's he on about? Just paint. So whatever. For some reason it's therapeutic and it knocks us to sleep. It's 9 o'clock and what an early night. Just do it. Probably why I kind of have viewers and then they drop off. It's when the phones are auto shut off once they've not been paying attention to it for a while. Or the batteries ran out or something and they've fallen asleep while watching. In which case, if that's what you're using it for, thank you. Go on. Hope you have a nice sleep. Wasn't my intention. The intention was to actually paint the Space Marine army, which still needs doing. And there's more coming out. They've got 10th coming out, which is going to have a launch box. And you know what they're going to do with the launch box? They're going to do exactly what they did with 9th, which is going to have a really, really good launch box that's going to be sold out in seconds, and they may do a reprint if we're lucky. But you've got to be able to get it when they do the reprint. Other than that, you're paying eBay scalper prices, and then it's usually not worth it. Or actually, is it, because of the price Games Workshop usually break the boxes down back into, and do they actually give you the unit you wanted from that original box in those new star boxes? What do I think of Discworld? Discworld's amazing. Practically its whole little world within that is just fantastic. Light Fantastic and Color of Magic and Light Fantastic. possibly two of the best comedy fantasy books I've ever read. Or should I say the best comedy fantasy book I've ever read. But I also like Mark. Mark's a very good character, especially because he's very intricately tied with death. He's also one of my other favourite characters within the Discworld. However, there's some that I've yet to be introduced to. I've not read them all. I've got the Fifth Elephant up on the shelf. Eric. Right, you're gonna have to. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read Mark. Eric, who's Eric? Since I've read any of the Mark books, because I know that he's more than one. You have to refresh my memory now. Who's Eric? I've forgotten who he is. Do you know who Eric is in the Discworld books?
I haven't read them.
Oh,
I'm aware of them. I know.
Blasphemer. Blasphemer. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Ladd is a heathen. And she has not read the Discworld books. I'm going to have to remedy that answer, Mandy. Oh, no, I've not read him. Or at least I don't remember why I've not come across him. Who am I thinking of then? What was the bard called in Soul Music? Because it was elvish music that was getting banned. Because he was like essentially he was an elf. Yeah. Right. I thought he was called Eric. As well. Right. Right? No, I don't know about him. I'm gonna have to see. See, there's loads of books. There's crap loads of books. You're pumping out book a week at one point. It seems like. But the characters and the world they built within it are brilliant. The games as well, which how anyone's supposed to do that in those games, I have no idea. But essentially the point and click puzzle games, and you play as Rincewind in the first two, in Discworld 1 and 2, and you've got luggage, and you've got to go around helping people solving puzzles to advance storylines for said game. But some of the puzzles are ridiculous. I'm not going to spoil it in case anyone wants to go out there and play it, you masochists or sadists, whichever one it is. No, masochists, I think it is. But yeah, don't go play it. He's just weird as hell. Anything. See, Going Postal's one that I keep getting recommended and I've never got around to reading. Him going on essentially starting the Discworld Post service sounds absolutely hilarious as an idea, knowing what the world of Discworld is like, because it is essentially a pure fantasy world. Wizards, dwarfs, trolls, all that stuff exists, but it exists in a universe that definitely took a left turn and found some weird looking mushrooms on the way. But if it's the same Discworld 1 and 2 that came out on the PlayStation, none of it made sense. None of it made sense. At one point, you have to go get a flamingo so you can go nick somebody's croquet mallet. You tell me how you're supposed to figure that out. The witches. I don't think I've read witches. Is it witches? I don't think I've read witches. I may have seen a TV adaptation from the BBC. If you go back far enough, they did both soul music and no, it was Weird Sisters. I think they did soul music and Weird Sisters as animated. I didn't mind Granny Weatherwax and her story arcs. She certainly reminded me of a fair few people that I've met in my life, whether or not they had the witch magic to go along with it or not. But yeah, certainly reminded me of one or two people that I've met in my life. Good character, well written, but yeah, something always seemed lacking when it came away from the story, which was a shame, I thought, because I did enjoy the characters. But then again, it kind of had that almost like Douglas Adams feel to it, which he got with Hitchhikers. Very much a controlled chaos feel to the overall world, which a lot of people can get from books. No, that's giving Bill and Ted's Death far too much credit to say he's anything like that. If they did try and rip it off, they did it so badly I didn't even notice. Like, Keanu, you might be a nice guy, but if you did try to rip off Death from Discworld in Bill and Ted, yeah, you failed miserably, mate. Death is British, sarcastic, and monotone. And I wish for somebody to try and change my mind, because you will never do it. I kind of think Alan Rickman. Hello, Keith. Good evening. Good morning. Good. I'm not sure. Good afternoon. Well, I've pretty much covered them all, so I'm definitely got one on. Think. No, I can't get. Nobody sent the messenger thing, so I'm all right. Keith, you throw me off my train of thought. Can you remember what I was talking about when you came in? Because I cannot at this moment in time. Well, it's difficult to try and concentrate on painting and concentrate on talking and remembering what you're talking about at the same time. I know it was on Discworld. I just mentioned. Can I guess where you're from? Keith Farron. I'm gonna guess at least the UK. I've got a feeling I should know the answer to this. God dang it. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I've got a memory like a colander or a sieve or whatever, or net, whatever things you want. I think I can remember lots of things I've got holes in. But the only thing I can remember is because I can need to compare my memory to it. Oh, that was it. Overall world feel between Discworld and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, they both fill it with enough cluttered and clustered individual little bits of character and comedic value to give the world an actual feel, an escapability to it. A lot books, same as games, and then movies, I suppose. Even music to a certain degree is escapism. It's trying to put yourself into a different place. So yeah, to be able to paint that world around it is quite difficult, and to do it in such a way that not only is it immersible, but it's ludicrous and stupid. Is quite good, because both worlds they're absolutely ridiculous. One has wizards that practically have no power at all, while trolls are being bouncers at the local pub. With a guy who's had to start living forever right from the beginning of time. Well, the other one has got a guy going around insulting everybody in the universe alphabetically throughout time. So he's jumping backwards and forwards all over the place. As well as a drink that is the equivalent of getting your brain smashed in by a gold brick wrapped in a lemon. Quite absurd when you think about it for such, well, one of those, I wouldn't say throwaway, but you can speed through Pratchett's books very quickly. All right, Douglas Adams does manage to get some quite good sci-fi and some quite deep sci-fi in there as well. But if you're enjoying a read, you power through it. So yes, I enjoyed the Discworld books. There's the response to that answer, Amanda. The tablet as well. The tablet as well.
Is it just one?
Yeah, from the white box. And see, I was that unprepared. I'd not even took my tablets, which is normally something I should do before I even come on, just before I come on stream. Silly me. I think everybody who ever finds out about luggage, and don't forget, it's not Rincewind to start with; it's Two Flowers. Wants one of those luggage. Luggage is absolutely fantastic. Not only does it carry everything for you, it's also a anti-theft device, as well as a bodyguard as well. It is absolutely brilliant. But this way, it'll make shopping a hell of a lot easier. You say and I stole something. Tell you what, you have a look in that box and tell me. Because I ain't looking in that box if it's taken something that it wants. Because it isn't going to be there. Instead, it's just going to be sharp teeth and very large tongue. And boop, gone. Right. So essentially by the time I finish doing these, I'm going to hate green so much that I will be okay to paint blue again. That's my idea anyway. I'm quite enjoying painting the green at the moment. It's going on reasonably well, and the effect that I wished it to have, it's having. I think I'll find out by the time I've finished another 3, and I should be able to find out if okay. I hope that's not messed up the camera. Anyway, Keith, you still told us where you're from. I guess the UK at least, because that's as far as I'm willing to guess as far as the name and my memory is concerned. Amanda guessed Ireland because you've got green hair in your picture. Which I'm guessing she's going to the south part, seeing as I said UK. It's just going to be left in tension now. It's not, but no. So the pre-shading seems to have worked all right. It's a technique you should definitely keep up with for models that have fleshy parts or lots and lots and lots of fabricy, leathery type parts. I see. Here's a question. I didn't realize there was so much leather on some of these. Do I continue with my idea of doing? Right, yeah, I think I will still do them brown with the rest of the leather. I might try different brown for the cloaking rather than. Did you make me write it down, Amanda? Because I can't remember. There is a save history must go watch list, and once I've done this one, you're gonna make me go check out. Right? Okay. I'm gonna have to. I'll go add it to make sure it's in my watch list. If it's not in my watch list, then. In fact, send me a link. If you send me a link, then I'll be able to check it out after this. Providing I don't go on too late with it. And if you've already sent me a link, shout at me now. It was only a week ago, or a month ago, or whenever it was. Told you, I've got memory like a colander. It's going to become a catchphrase. And you're asking me to remember stuff while I'm painting as well. You know men can't multitask well. I'm painting, talking. You ask me trying to remember things as well. Some of us is bad enough asking us to do a job and remember to breathe in and out in the first place. I was not saying all women are bright either, don't get me wrong. And with that last statement, I lose every subscriber I have on YouTube and I'm instantly blocked. No, not that bad. Ah, forgot warm tea there. And right next to my water pot. Oh, that is just evil. Right, I've come to
That wasn't intentional.
my missus is evil. She just made me a very, very right. For some reason, that wasn't picking up. Right, my missus is evil. She just made me a very nice brew and places it right next to my water. See, right next to my water. So I'm just about to dip my brush into yeah, not good things. That's not a good. Don't want that to happen. No, thank you. Right, that's him. Not our body done. See, I love my missus. She's absolutely fantastic. But sometimes she just does little things that are like, you knew I was. I suppose if it makes her smile, I should be happy, but still, does it have to be? Does it have to be at my expense? I suppose she's getting back for all the times where I jump scare her from behind doors and stuff. I'll just stand there on the corner where she's not expecting it. I'm just lurking raw. Just as she was. It's funny. I find it funny anyway. She doesn't. She's half the bleeding there. Just have to make sure I'm between her and the knife drawer when I do it. Sounds like something you'd do. See, it's not just me. It's not just me. I quickly found out that kids don't like me doing that though. Kids don't like being scared half, literally half. Like, no, don't do that. So they don't like it. They really don't like it. Well, some of them take it all right. But the ones that don't take it all right really don't take it all right. Oh, he's not got a hood on his head. Oh, he's got a metal plate on his face though. Is that a metal plate? No, it's a scar. I can't remember to take my tablets. However, I have had a reasonably good day today. So I'm not in high hopes for this evening. All this screen is working a lot better than I thought, and it's getting more colour to the darker area than I thought it would. There's a few areas where it's really, really dark. You see within there where it's like no, see where as soon as move that away, it's really hard to see. But down there's pretty much black, but it's getting the colour in. It's managing it, even though it's so thin now. It is still working. So definitely. To define the muscles, no. What I'll do is I'll go I'll go both darker and lighter. So what I'll try and do is give them a green wash. Essentially, what I'll do is I'll thin contrast paint down and give it a green wash so it flows into all the recesses. Then over the top, I'll give it another, basically a dry brush again with this colour. And then if it needs it, I'll give it another dry brush, a very light dry brush with the camo shade, just to make the very top edges of the muscles ping out a little bit more, which I won't be able to get done tonight because I'm probably the slowest painter in the world. I mean, what, I've already been going for over an hour, and I've done green body parts on 6. So it's taken me 10 minutes to do just the green body bits on these models. That's not good timing. That's not making up good time. However, I'm gonna have to go find one of the models that I did a year ago, or just over a year ago now, when I started the channel, and maybe repaint up one of the similar ones. Oh, why is it going Wi-Fi? I'm not on a Wi-Fi. I'm direct connected. What? That's just weird. That's just really weird. Unless he's telling me the Wi-Fi connection from my phone, which is on a Wi-Fi connection, which is odd. So yeah, maybe repaint up one of the same models if I've got one available, which hopefully I shouldn't have, which will require stripping down again, and see if my painting styles or painting ability has improved. See if my knowledge, my practice, see if it's all paid off. It's all right, don't worry. I'll talk Discworld quite happily. I'm not as knowledgeable about Discworld as I am about others. Same with a lot of the things I like. Because I like so many things, I miss out on so much of one thing because I get into another thing. So 40k, probably one of the few ones where I've remained relatively consistent regarding my knowledge of it. As far as new lore, new characters, new things coming out, probably the only one out of all of them that I've kept up with, and probably the most niche one, really. Well, unless you count the fantasy version, which they killed off and then they're going to bring back. And they managed to spawn an entire decent franchise of games off of. And thereafter, by ripping off Left 4 Dead. And Darktide, Vermintide, whatever you wish, whichever variant you wish to play. Essentially, it's Left 4 Dead with a skin. Don't get me wrong, I really like playing Vermintide too. The limitation on range makes it interesting, especially in the hard fighting. So when you're having to use melee, things such as attack speed, attack styling as well, make a big difference. Is it big sweeping attacks, or are you more focused and precise? I can't remember what they were called now. I had 2 spears on the elf character. One would do sweeping arc attacks, whereas the other one was very pokey. And to my surprise, I found the pokey one to be far better than the sweepy one. Because all the sweepy one was getting lots of them. And I was worried about my accuracy with the pokey one. If they're just running at you, then you don't need any accuracy. You just poke and they run into it. It's great. And it was doing a hell of a lot more damage, so I ended up going with that one. Ooh, you look like the leadery one. You've got the big headdressy thing. And he's the Tina Turner of the group. Good evening, Kirsty. How are you doing? You've come to join me, Mandy, and Keith, and listening to me waffle complete and utter. Essentially, you give me a topic and see how long I can just waffle on about it for. I think Mandy's playing that as a game at the moment. It does require me to keep an eye on the chat though, which is, yeah. Right, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Sweepy, the stabby of the rats and the things in Vermintide. On Vermintide 2 anyway. I've not played Vermintide 1. But I did get the second one as a free download, so maybe in British, I like the word free. Although it wasn't exactly free, I had to pay for a magazine, but £8 for a magazine, and you get a £40 game plus some extras. The extra games were worth more than the magazine alone, and then you get a £40 game thrown on top. It was a bargain. And I do like me a bargain. It's not that I won't pay for stuff, it's just I won't pay over the odds for stuff if I don't have to. And sometimes they charge ridiculous prices for some things. I mean, data, coding, just code. People buy just code for like 80, 90, £100. And it's like, why? And it's not even like they give you a physical copy of that or a physical micro hard drive disk cartridge. And like you used to when you bought a cartridge or a physical copy of a game. So like, even if you was offline and as long as your machine worked, you could, and the game was not damaged, you could play the damn thing. Now they don't even do that. Now if you don't keep up with your subscription, they can take your games off you. Something happens to their servers, everything's gone. In the case of some people that are on this planet, their entire lives. Because it's literally all they've done. Ridiculous. So yeah, I don't like being ripped off. And to me, getting just data is not a good buy. Well, depends on the data, I suppose. You get the right data. Oh dear. Only when it comes to using halberd spear, my halberd on my spear, I prefer that method. If I've got a broadsword, then sweeping's not a bad one. Yeah, yeah, see, that's why I was reading the chat. Something's coming down in your area. Something. See, severity. Yeah, I'm hoping you're safe. I'm also hoping you're not dangling your head out the window if it's that close that you're gonna get noticed and get dragged into it. If you are safe. If not, wait to make sure that the blue flashy lights first before you even put your nose out. Then you know something's definitely gone down. And somebody's called the police or ambulance. But yeah, please make sure you're safe first. I'm guessing you're safe because you sat here talking to us on YouTube. And if it was really that bad and it was going down, you wouldn't be sat on YouTube talking to people. Well, I would hope not. Anyway, you would have higher priorities. You shouldn't be happy. Where? Stop 1:12. I was going to ask, did that green work? He said, chucking it out of my hands. But hey, you know, I just lost 2 people just because I dropped a model. I know it was a cardinal sin and everything, but it was an accident. Hydrate. Now start a little drummer by. We'll start a little tiny ones. And yeah, these ones were a bit freaky. I don't want to know where that back rope's attached to. How you doing, Lee? You all right, mate? Okay, he's got a back rope that's going down somewhere that I'm not too sure about. Oh, lovely. Yeah, stay indoors then, Kirsty. Stay chatting, listening to me going about the dubious clothing requirements to be a goblin, apparently. Or the dubious clothing choices of a goblin, shall we say. Because he's got a rope that goes to a metal thing there. Oh, he's got a metal band round his waist as well, which hope. I don't want to look. You tell me what it's like up there. Have I got to paint his junk? I don't want to look. I'm pretty sure I sent. Did I not send you the link, Ellie? Or have you been on panels all day today? And Jackie just ain't letting you up. Ah, no, there we go. Oh, well, Mandy, Kirsty, and somebody else, Hazley. How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, all right, Lars. How are you, mate?
Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Still,
I've only just come off. I've just been on another live stream doing some weathering.
more weathering. More weathering. Is this for the board for your competition?
No, this is
No.
trains and weathering wagons. I've
So
got a
this
new.
is
I've
just-
got a new workbench and a new setup
Mhm.
with webcams. It's going to make you dizzy now.
Don't make me dizzy. I'm never going to be watching the screen through half of it because I'm looking down. You can even see that I'm looking down. I'm doing my painting.
Yeah, there's my new layout. I'll put the camera on that one. I've got another camera angle now. I've got another workbench.
So you can chop and change it as and which one you're working on.
Near enough, yeah.
So you've not quite got the full. You've not quite got the full thing cameraed up.
Yes, I've got the layout camera up as well. I've got 4 cameras up and running.
Oh, cool. So you could do almost a movie style shot of your trains running if you was to record and edit from all the cameras that are set up in it. You
Yeah,
could
yeah,
almost
yeah, yeah.
do a movie style
Yeah.
train ride recreation
there's-
of, say, Harry Potter's.
Yep, there's my layout camera.
Ah, yes, but have you got any set up for closer shots?
Yeah, I've got another camera, 2 cameras for close-ups. They don't work on StreamYards, but they work for videoing.
Yeah, so you can record on them for that purpose.
Yeah,
And then come back to them later and edit any videos and
yeah, I can do short videos and clips and then put them together. That's what my idea is. I've been working.
Get quite close to it as well.
I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, Lars.
Are you really? What time?
2 o'clock.
What, in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. It is Easter half term.
Oh, you've got the kids off.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got the kids off, so you can't come up, can you?
Nope. In fact, I believe one of them's just come down, probably asking for food right now.
Yeah.
What time is it? It's about right time-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing. This is because I'm not streaming with it being Easter Sunday, so I'm doing a stream. I'm going to change. I'm going to do some other cameras. I can move that. Let me go. There we go.
Ah, so you've got to top that. Oh, that's your not crashed, but abandoned plane.
It's me diorama that I'm working on. But this is my new camera angle for that.
What, straight top down?
Yeah. It's basically a new rig I've set up. For my diorama, isn't it? And for me model builds I'm going to be starting to do on the channel.
Well, that essentially just gives you the same, it's the same view that I've currently got set up that I'm working on. It's a direct down cam.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it's that. Yeah.
Have you not thought if it's for dioramas? I think cinematographer as opposed to functionality and try and get more of an action shot.
Yeah, I've got all the camera angles that as well. I've got that camera that's on the other workbench does come over as well, but I've got stuff on the workbench on that where it's going. I need to move stuff to bring it. I've got a side camera as well that's lower. Again, I've got all camera angles covered.
Do you have to enter images alongside the actual diorama itself when you enter it? You just enter the diorama.
Just send the pictures over.
So you don't have to enter the diorama into a judging competition.
No, it's send the pictures over and it'll go on my layout. Yeah, basically, it's a third competition I've done in the on it.
Well, good luck on the competition.
It
is looking very nice, although I think we're missing some of the detail from this angle. But I'm guessing that's covered by your other cameras that aren't set up to the PC.
No, they are set up. But
yeah, they're just not available to this platform right at this moment in time. Sorry.
Yeah, they're not available to this platform. It's weird out, they're not.
I know I've encountered that a few times with other programs as well.
I can run them. I've only just sourced out my laptop. I've been working on my laptop today. I've finally got me laptop camera has been disabled.
Has been disabled?
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want my laptop camera. I'm using all plug-in cameras. I don't want the laptop camera at all.
Oh, okay.
I've disabled it.
Well, I suppose it depends on the camera. The camera itself. If it's not a particularly good camera, you don't point using it.
I don't need to use it because I've got a proper webcam. I've got a proper camera on me thingy. I've just got a thingy because where that diorama is gonna go is that diorama is gonna go. Let me get decent camera. You can see that other building, the garage, that is actually a lift out. And that diorama is going to be able to go in there. So I'll be able to change the scenes on the layout. So that's what my idea is. Yes, I'm already on to that, Mandy. I've already got it. I've got a GoPro to do that. I can put a GoPro slide on. I've already got the car built. I'm already onto it.
Just to make sure all the bridges are wide enough and big enough so you can.
There's no bridges. It goes round with no problems. There's nothing that it's going to hit or get stuck on.
So very soon on your channel, we could be looking forward to a complete run around the track.
That'll happen. Yes, it will be happening. I was meant to video today. I was meant to video me set up in the hobby room. I was meant to video where me set up a lot in the hobby room. Could have done a load of new building of workbench and made it wider and me rigging for cameras. So yeah. Hey, Kirsty.
Yeah, I've just
got to work on my next Technic thing. I've got to do next is I've got to sort my Kindle out so I can watch YouTube on it. You can do it. It's easy to do. It can be done.
What is it? A Kindle Fire 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently you can do quite a few things with those things if you know what you're doing. I'm afraid I don't know what I'm doing with
Yeah, oh, I do. I'm very technical with stuff like that.
I may have to give you a call sometime offline.
Who's that?
Me.
Yeah.
I may have to give you. It'll be through Twitter. It won't be a direct call. Don't worry. Yeah, I may have to give you a call offline to help me with my Kindle.
Yeah. I'm doing mine at the moment. Once I've done mine, I'll message you. I got a problem as well with your logos.
Which is,
I can't get them off through Twitter.
you can't get them off.
No.
I
can't get them to use to make your intro.
Oh, okay.
So the only way
were they vital?
Yeah, they're ideal. I can use them, not a problem.
It's not whether you can use them. Were they vital?
What do you mean vital?
Did they have to be in? Did they have to be in it for your idea that you had originally?
Yeah, because the idea I was going to use, I don't like. I've seen your logos, and your logos are better than my idea.
Oh, right, okay.
So, do you want me to send you my email address and you can email them over?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. I'll send you my email address. For them.
And yeah, I'll just email them over instead.
Yeah, I tried all ways. I tried copying them from there was no ways of it working.
Right.
I tried, but didn't succeed.
No, I'll send them over an email. That's fine.
Yeah. William was hoping you were going to come in my live on Sunday because I guess he was working on some new models you'd have liked.
If it's a GW model, see, that's the problem. It's not that I don't like GW's models. They're probably some of the best on the market. What I don't like is the price they charge for them and the way they conduct business. Shall we say?
Yeah, he was working on that. That's what he was working. Yeah, I think he was.
Screenshot, possibly, Monday. Yeah, open it and screenshot it. Crop it down.
Yeah. Screenshot, yeah. I could probably screenshot it, yeah.
I mean, I've done that a few times. I was looking up coats of arms.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, it just wouldn't let me save the image. Whenever I tried to save the image, it just wouldn't let me. So instead, I just ended up opening up the full screen, print screen, open it up in Paint, right, bring it down, ka-ching, there you go. I've got the picture now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does work, but it depends on the resolution of the original image that you're viewing it from.
Yeah.
So if Twitter's not giving you an ideal image to view from in the beginning, then it's not the best source necessarily to be taking a screenshot from. If you're getting if you're getting the full file that can be opened in 1080p without any resolution loss, then it's much better.
Yeah.
Oh, this one looks like he's got a cigarette in his mouth.
What's that date? No, I am here, but I'm looking at something I need to work out.
You are there, but not quite all there.
No, I'm looking at 2 dates. I'm going to be getting interviewed on a YouTube channel.
Ooh, who's YouTube channel?
It'll come out end of the month. I'm not saying not until then.
Fair enough. Basically, you're keeping stum until it's happened.
Yeah, well, no, I've got to work out a date. He's just emailed me with a date for wanting to do the interview. in May, so it'll come out the end of this month. It'll come out for the interview date when I'm going on the channel.
Nice.
He
Very
interviews the modeler. He does. He states, I can say that he states he is one of my ones that's been in my channel. So yeah, it's that.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it because I'm hoping this will be one of many, because I think I can hit. I want to try and hit me 9.
What, you 900?
Yes.
What, you see, from anything from 500 upwards, you're aiming for 1,000, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So 900 is not what you're aiming for. You're aiming for 1,000.
No, I want to hit me 9. If I can hit me 9, I'll be happy. But I'm on my way to me 9. Last time I looked, let me go on the other device. See what I'm at. Subscribers. 844.
Hang on a minute. I'm reading chat and a miracle has happened. Kirsty's found her charger. Kirsty, Queen of Lost Chargers, has finally found her charger.
Oh, yeah, she finally found the charger. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she
I'm
can't
at 800.
She probably
I'm
lost
at
the plug
8.
for it now.
I don't have that problem. I've got USB sockets.
Depending on the voltage, or should I say the amperage, I find them not to be that good.
Oh, mine are, because mine, I've got fast charger wires, decent fast charger wires, and they don't miss a beat.
Even with a decent fast charger wire, depending on the actual, because I've got USBs on my extension lead, and it's just not enough.
Yeah, no, power hub. I can charge my phone off my power hub that I have all my cameras on, because I've got power hub for all my cameras. The power hub.
Fancy.
The power hub. I've got a decent power hub that throws out some decent power for the cameras, because it doesn't take the power down from your USB on the laptop. It's got its own independent power.
And they can draw a lot of power, some of these things.
Oh yeah, they can.
If I was to change my phone from the plug that it's on now and plug it into the USB, my light would suffer. My light would dim because of the amount of power my phone would be sucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, the USBs they're okay for using this, which is how I run the light. It's off. I run off a USB, but if I try to plug my phone into that USB, it just draws way too much power off it.
Yeah, it'll run. You can run stuff like that. I've got a socket at the back of my bench with a USB. Well, I've got USB plug plugged in. I've got another one round the side.
So as opposed to running it from the power source that's being drawn from the wire, running it from the mains on the USB, as opposed to running it off the plug.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I've got, but on front of the desk, I haven't got a USB socket because the socket is a double. But I've got a plug plugged in one side, but it's only using my iPhone. Even when I use it as a tablet, like I did on Sunday when I'm away from the bench. But my new computer will be done in beginning of May. Beginning or end of May, I'll have my new computer with me 3 monitors.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm going full out with the tower. It's going fully out. It's either going 3 monitors or 2. I haven't decided. I've got enough ports to do it 3 monitors. Because I've got a lead for it for 2. And I've got another one on it, so it can do 3 monitors, not a problem. It's been built for a streaming tower. So I'll be doing multiple cameras and running OBS.
But the ultimate question is, will you be building a custom diorama case for it?
No, it's in a case. It's already in a case. It's not in a light up case. You're not going to see it where it is. It's going to be under my workbench, so you won't see it.
Oh, you should definitely build a diorama case for it.
I know.
Just think of a giant, a nice big cathedral that'll fit inside, or a mountain with a cathedral on top of it, and then it can be placed at one end of the train track, and the trains can go up and down your computer.
Yeah.
Am I giving you ideas now?
No, I've got nowhere for it. I've already got to do some alterations under my workbench where I want to put the tower. I've got the room nearly to how I want it now.
Well, depending on how the rest of this week goes, I'm not sure. I may be slightly changing my setup so it's more.
Are you moving into the kitchen?
Not yet. But my desk may become less cluttered. Hopefully.
Ooh, you got a plan up your sleeve?
Not so much a plan, but a potential.
A potential.
Yeah, I've been able to move something rather large out of the way, so it's no longer.
Oh, I just catapulted that on the floor.
Don't be doing that.
No, it's fine.
I've learned to keep my paint pots the hell away from me now.
Yeah.
After that last spill, he's like, nope, no, thank you.
Yeah. No.
I haven't done it with a tea leaf tub from the basin. I'm not sure if I'm just going to paint these ones black rather than give them an actual basin, or whether or not I should base them.
Yeah.
To get them. See, having that leaves and that foliage and that stuff on the bases does sound good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's so disgusting. How can a cat destroy a USB charger? And don't tell me he weed on it, because that would have just been cruel. I'd dread to think the pain the poor cat went through.
Right. So they're the two dates he's given me. I need to come up with an idea on what date I want to get interviewed on that channel.
And do you have any prep on that you need to be doing? Do you have any
No.
idea what?
No, I'm just gonna say I need to just talk about my channel mainly with it. It's going to be how long I've been on YouTube and what I do. Because he's going to ask me random questions and I'll just be getting interviewed, won't I? So it'll be a walk in the park.
I should imagine so. I don't think he's going to be coming at you like you're.
Oh no! I was up
like
on panel. I was up on panel with him a couple of days ago. Last night I was on a panel until 12 o'clock last night. Nearly hours morning for us.
Yeah.
It was modelling. Not just me though. I dragged Connie over to it as well.
Poor Connie. Connie gets
She enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. She was working. She was in the hobby room. So I said, "Do you want to come over and on the channel?" She's a good supporter to me.
She's a very good supporter to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you got to drag her everywhere you go.
No, yeah.
I'm only joking. I know she enjoys it. She actually likes going.
Oh yeah, she does.
Teething cats, worse than, well, almost as bad as teething babies.
Yeah,
because teething cats can crawl around and get to wires. And
Oh,
USB chargers. Sorry, I found that so funny at first. It wasn't that funny. Don't laugh like that. That's not nice. It was a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Although it was a cat, wasn't hurt anyway. So actually, this is what happens when I read chat. I just read it and it blurs out. And
Yeah.
Okay, just bear with me one moment, Lee. I should be back in a second.
So I'm watching the for it, not a problem. Lars, why he sort something out? He's back. He's back.
I am. I'm back. I don't know what too long.
Yeah.
This is just going to bed.
I'm gonna.
Hold on. I'm starting to feel a little bit twingy.
Yeah. I'm gonna move cameras. I'm gonna come back to my camera.
Hey, Scott.
That one. I'm gonna come back to me. I'm
Hello?
gonna go down on workbench.
You gotta do
I'm
what?
on the workbench now. I'm
You're gonna go down
on the workbench. I'm gonna do. I said I'm gonna work on something on the workbench.
No, you did. You said you were gonna go down on something.
No, I said I'm gonna. Meaning put the cam. I mean, I was gonna put the. Oh, go
away.
Yeah.
Go away, lads. Go away.
God. Yeah, go away. No.
So you're not the only one who winding up. I'll
Yeah.
wind you up as well. So what is it you're working on? Because that looks like a track. That looks like a bass track bass.
No, it's not. That is a bogey. It's a metal. It's an old triangle bogey. I just found. I've put it's random. That's not what I'm working on. I'm going to work on this damn thing.
On this damn thing.
It's haunting me. It's haunting me.
What do you need to do on it still? Well, obviously it needs a roof on it. And it needs to
it needs the roof on it, but I've got to try and find where the roof is. I don't know where I've put the roof stuff for it.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
That's what's stopping me doing a lot of my spacing stuff at the minute. Is I need to reorder and collate everything into what needs to be done.
I'm going to work on something else. I've got something else I'm going to work on.
You seem a little bit distracted tonight, mate.
I'm going to work on putting straight lines on this.
Oh, that's awful. How just trying to do chevrons is just terrible.
Oh no, this is a platform, train platform.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh no, you're all right. I said just trying to do chevrons is hard enough. Trying to do actual perfectly straight.
No, I'm gonna stick on these lines.
Oh, you've got you got to put.
These are easy to do. They're basically, yeah, just doing freehand.
No, I don't mean stick them down freehand. I mean painting freehand.
No, they don't look realistic. I use stickers.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Kirsty. You can tell Kevin and Dan. In fact, I'm going to tell Dan. I'm going to tell Dan.
Talking about, did you get your friend come and see you yet? The one that was meant to be bringing that.
Oh, the microphone.
Yeah.
No, that's supposed to be on Wednesday. It reminds me, I've got to log into Discord because I've lost it on my PC. So I've not got Discord on my PC at the minute, so I keep forgetting to log in on my phone. Because normally I have Discord just up on the PC most of the day, so
I
any
know
messages pop up.
I've got Discord up most of the day.
But it did an update the other day, and it failed halfway through the update, and now it's no longer working. I uninstalled it, will not reinstall it, does not like it.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, so I've got a feeling I'm going to have to essentially do a fresh install of Windows just to clean my machine up.
Yeah, it's the only way you can do it.
But before I do that, I've got to go around and make sure all the pictures and stuff and everything is not going to go and disappear. Bye bye.
I've got nothing stored on my laptop. It's all stored on hard drives and flash pans.
Well, that's what I'm going to have to do next is store it all, basically transfer it over into a flash pen.
I don't keep anything. I've got all my videos are on my YouTube. Most of my videos, if I edit in Canva, sometimes I can get my videos through Canva.
Evening buzzard.
All right, buzzard. Can't see chat at the moment.
I've just seen Buzzard put a thumbs up, which means he probably just heard me talk about Discord and realised why I've not been in there. And not noticed it, or if he sent me a message on there, it's why I've not noticed it. Because it doesn't pop up on my phone, because otherwise my phone will be going off all.
I haven't got it. I'm not putting it on me. I'm not going to put Discord on my phone.
No, I'll put it on my phone, but I won't have it do notifications. Because there are some Discord groups that I'm in where it is literally every 5 seconds somebody's set.
Oh yeah, that's the same with me. I'm in Hobby Modelers.
Others are quite quiet. You don't get much.
Yeah, no, Hobby Modelers that I'm in the Discord of Hobby Modelers. I'm in Hobby Modelers, but I need to be in it for the link for the live stream they do. So, but I post up a lot of pictures in there as well of me builds. I'm due to put a picture in there.
Oh. See, I like it, man, because it's another platform way of being able to talk to people.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of think of it as going special meeting rooms.
Yeah, it is.
It's very useful.
Join my platform. I've got my own Discord server.
I was looking for the link for it on your site.
Yeah,
on your YouTube page anyway. I couldn't see it. Have you linked them up yet?
Yeah, I think yeah, but I'll put it in private chat in a minute. I'm just watching time.
No point putting it in private chat.
Do you want me to send it to you on when I send you?
Yeah. Because at the moment I'm using my phone as my personal vanity camera.
Yeah, no.
Check myself out.
No, I can put it in private chat. I can put it in the private chat of StreamYards.
You can. I don't know if I'll be able to access it from my phone without disconnecting my phone from this.
Oh yeah, you're using your phone as a camera.
Yeah, so if I was to click on that on my phone, it would disconnect my phone from StreamYard.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
take me straight into Discord. So yeah, Buzzard. That's the reason why I've not been in Discord properly, because, well, it's been an arse on my computer.
It happens.
However, send me a message as planned. And hopefully I don't have a day like today where I wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, is that what time you wake up today?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was up. I got up at 10 o'clock.
See, that would be fine. 10 o'clock would be fine. Waking up at 10 o'clock would be fine. If we can do that on Wednesday, I'll be quite happy. If we do that tomorrow, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, but I was on a live stream till 12 o'clock last night. UK time.
No, I was up till about 3.
Yeah, I was on a live stream, modelling, working on the diorama.
I wasn't playing on. I was on a live stream. I was playing on Breath of Fire 2 on the SNES emulator you get on the Switch.
Yeah, that's what I've just sat and done, Matt.
Ah,
That line.
the border edge line.
Yeah, the line where you don't cross. I will paint it. It will go yellow because that's what colour it is. I do run I've got a yellow pen somewhere, probably over there somewhere on my bench.
You see, I just printed out for my brother-in-law an entire A4 sheet of 3mm chevrons.
I've got a friend that's got a cricket, so I can get stuff made up on the cricket.
Nice. So it's already done.
Yeah,
well, all he's going to do is
there we
PBA
go.
onto the edge and then Mod Podge over the edge.
That was one of the white ones made yellow.
That's easy enough. Just cut that at the right angles and ping, 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 ping.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Mandy, we can do a Discord group. Just create the group and send out the invites via Instagram, Facebook, however you wish to send out the thing is, and it'll work that way. It'll be essentially a constant chat room.
Yeah.
For anyone who you invite.
Yeah.
To jump in and out of as and when they please.
Yeah, I've got it with my Discord. I've got a room in Discord. Got 2 rooms actually. I've got the voice one, and I've got the video. I've got 2 rooms where we can go and do modelling.
A standard room will come with a text channel and a voice channel. The voice channel will allow you to display cameras if you have them.
Yeah, but I've created. One of those. I've created another room that is it's a model room in the Discord.
Right. So it's specifically for people who wish to go do.
Yeah. I've created a room in my Discord. It's not I've redone my new. I've done away with my old Discord and set up a new one. But I had too many people on that one, and I thought I'm going to start a new one, and that's what I've done with my channel. I won't be on late. I won't be on late tonight, because I can feel myself lagging because I was late last night.
Don't worry, I can. As I said, because I've had a good day today, I've got a feeling that I'm not going to have the greatest night tonight, and I can already feel that starting, which isn't good.
Yeah, I tell you now, though, you've done well
compared to my usual speed. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've toned that reef down as well on that build. I did use Citadel colour for the blood guards.
Yeah.
On the reef, it was too bright. I had to dry brush it. It just was too bright.
And the blood for the blood god is Mephiston's even brighter. And then you highlight with something like Wild Rider Orange, it just makes the damn thing. Oh god. Yeah. Especially in the Citadel range, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fax machine.
It's not, it's my phone. My phone.
How old's your phone?
No, it's on vibrate because I'm on panels. I put it on vibrate, don't I?
Have you? Yeah. I do now.
Yeah.
She's
ringing me because I think she's wanting to watch something on the telly. So.
Will make you feel stupid night on BBC's finished.
What?
University Challenge, Only Connect, and then whatever the other one is.
No, I think she wants to watch a movie, so I'm going to have to jump off, mate.
Not a problem. I believe I only have the big guy left to do, and I've done all my green for tonight. And
Thank you for letting me up for a bit. I only just noticed you'd sent me the link. I seen you'd gone live, and I thought it's the other half that's ringing me, Kirsty. I'm going to have to jump off. I've just said to him.
oh,
need
he
to
knows
jump
which side
off.
he's bread buttered on. He knows who to go. He knows who to go answer properly, and it ain't me.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a stream tomorrow from 2:00 tomorrow.
Yeah, right. That's
So-
it. Right. See you later, mate. I'll let you get going. That phone's going.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for letting me up. It's so used to. I'm getting back used to going back on other streams. It's crazy. Thank you for letting me come up, and I'll
pleasure, mate.
see you in again on the next one probably.
Either mine or yours, one or the other.
Yeah, well, are you live? You won't be live on that Monday, will you? Because it's Easter. It's the Monday. It's
what?
Are you going to be live that Monday after the Sunday?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll see you on that one then. Bye to everyone in chat. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. Bye.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Easter Monday, isn't it? I forgot about that. And that also means that we're doing all bank holidays and stuff like that, doesn't it, as well? Is that why nobody chooses Mondays as the day that they stream? Because that's when all like the holidays and stuff are. That's it, isn't it? That's why Mondays are always open. That's why no one's really up on Mondays. It's because the other ones take the bank holidays off and things. I get it now. I get it. And Muggins here chooses bloody Monday. So Kirsty is currently fending off the purge with her machete and miniature saber-tooth tiger, which makes me think she lives in London. Or Ireland. Mandy is yet to think of another subject to try and trick me in with. I think she was just being nice while I had somebody up to talk to. And this one doesn't actually have a great deal of skin showing, which is, well, I suppose it's not really surprising. If anyone's going to be armoured up, he's going to be the big, huge, bloody guy. As I said, Orcs generally work on biggest is baddest and biggest is boss. Quite a simple way to work out the hierarchy. If you can kick my face in, you get to tell me what to do. If I can kick your face in, then I'm taking your teeth and I tell you what to do. Simple. And everyone follows the biggest and the baddest. And the biggest and the hardest. Because the boys always like follow the hardest. Yes, they do. You can quote GW on that. Lay. Yeah, Lay. Fair enough. Is that my new name for Lee now? Is it Lay? You right, Lay? Nah. It does sound a bit like La though. As a scout, we might just get confused and think I'm calling La. You know, Lay. I could just start doing a really, really bad Scouse accent. It's just infuriating to the point where he just has to call me Laz. I know it infuriates missus. And then she'll threaten to boot me off from the chat. And then I'll join the live stream instead. Well, yeah, I know if you've jumped into the chat, you can quite happy to listen to all this. I'm fully aware that you're probably there. Don't worry. So yeah. So see you later, Lays. Or Lay. Yeah, Lay. That's actually gone quicker than I thought it was. I am at the 2 hour mark, which is short for me. I'm gonna see what happens if I do those other 2 big guys. But I'm gonna leave little old spiky and Gretchen because he's proper knobhead. Look at the size of that knob on his head. I'm gonna leave him because I'm thinking about turning him into a player character. So he's gonna go up there because he should be smaller than these. Slightly smaller, but about the same, but not much. So I could get away with him as a goblin halfling, and a small creature type. Although then again, looking at the WizKids size of models, I could probably get away with him as a medium creature type. Small creatures are tiny. Especially in the WizKids range. In fact, I shall go get the ones that are still packaged that my missus purchased because she wished to learn how to paint. She wished to paint her own models and her own character, which I'm quite happy to help her do. Then she'd show me the characters she'd purchased, and a small part of me sank at that moment when I saw the characters that she'd purchased. Now I'd painted gnomes before; they were tiny. How can you make tiny hinges for a lolly stick trunk? Cardboard and toothpicks. Do you know those hollow lolly sticks, the hollow plastic lolly sticks? Those and toothpicks if you can thin the toothpick down enough. Other than that, cardboard and toothpicks. The toothpick makes the pin, depending on which part you actually clip off. Because if you clip off only the 2 very, very small edges and just glue them in at the side points, that should allow the middle one to still hinge up. Don't make me demonstrate. Don't get me. Don't. Damn it, Mandy. Have we got any paper? Let me finish this guy before you start. You knew this was going to happen. You knew this was going to happen. So depending on the size of your trunk, depends on which part of the lolly sticks you wish to, which part of the toothpicks you wish to use. Your fault. Don't blame me. Oops, wrong way. how to make you know how easily distracted I am. Okay, you get your rod. Right, get your rod. And see, if you want really, really thin, then you chop off. If you want really, really thin hinges, you chop off the very tip. If you want thicker hinges, depending which side. So if you roll it around that side, as long as that middle bit overlaps the join. So, for instance, in our hinge, it's going to be 3 parts. Them two are both going to be fixed on one side. The middle bit is going to be fixed on the other. As long as the really, really thin bit is connected over, that bit should still spin. Or you can just wrap it round all 3 and glue it to either end, and then the middle bit just spins. It's the bit that moves. But yeah, you just essentially wrap it round so you get the thickness that you want, glue it in place, cut it up as the thingy, and then thread that back through once you've set up and opposed the hinges. Should be easy, really. Anyway, you distracted me again. I'm completely bad, Kirsty. Essentially, a hinge works by having that attached to one thing down here, and then another one there attached to something here. Okay, one there and one there. And then when it opens, this is the bit that rotates, allowing this to open and close whatever it's attached to. So it can open like that, and it's this bit that rotates round while there's 3 pieces that hold it in place. You've just got to make the 3 pieces, and rather than using metal, which you would use for a real hinge, you can just use rolled up paper with some super glue on it to make it super hard, and chink. You just got to make sure you make it super hard without the dowel in the middle, so you can get the dowel back in, so and it still rotates. Last guy. Last guy. I hope it made a bit more sense after the quicker explanation. Probably didn't because it was a quicker explanation, but I hope Mandy got it anyway. I seem to be Mandy's point of call when it comes to how do I do this. luckily for me, each time Andy's asked me this, I've been able to think of a way to do it. And it is quite literally off the top of my head when you ask me these questions. How do I don't actually know. I just try and think of how would I approach it, and what would I do if I wanted to get desired effect. Oh, nice. Some nice wood stain. See, that's the good thing. Even if it's matchsticks, lollipop sticks, anything like that, if you can get the right color stain or the right color ink, or just to bring out a wood grain in it, you can make it look like pretty much anything really, if you can get the right tonage on it. And certainly make it look like a much more old, worn and weathered piece of wood than it actually is, with it being the freshly cut, chopped up piece of basically scrap wood that it is. So it's lots and lots of greens. However, I feel, yeah, I'm going to stop soon. For a couple of reasons. However, there are multiple people in here who may wish to continue a conversation. If you do, I will try to think of a way to facilitate in the idea you had of a group-based chat. I'm sure there are a few people that would like to join it from various places. However, I'm open to suggestions for names. Kirsty, have you got me on Instagram? Do you have Mandy on Instagram? If you do, then I still believe Discord is probably the best way to facilitate it, because it is free to set up a server. As I said, it doesn't have to be demanding and as in your face as, say, a Facebook group or a Instagram group or something that's going to be a notification. But if you really want to make something stick somewhere, put super glue and bicarbonate of soda on it and make sure it can take heat, because that is a hot chemical reaction. But essentially turns it into plastic. It's awesome for filling in gaps. You just have to really, I mean, it's proper. It's a very secure bond. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah. That's not liking that very much at all. So I will take a photograph of what I've done so far, which is not much. It's just painting green. During the week, I may do some more. Actually, let's change that over. So yeah, during the week, I may do some more on them, such as cover some of the leathers, some of the silvers, basically the metallic work, and see how it looks after that. I'll post it up on Instagram. Lazy Mini Painting, if you wish to search it. I think I've got it as a Let me just check. I've actually got it on my page. So if anyone wants to actually find me on Instagram, they can. No, I don't. Home. That's not going to help me out. That might help me out. Copy. Okay. So hopefully in a moment. See, you all thought Daniel was bad? Yeah, you ain't seen me. I am absolutely awful. Thing is, it's not like I'm technologically inept either. It's just I'm just lazy. Customization. You gonna put title in? LNFT spelled out. It's written right there in front. I'm trying to spell Instagram. It's literally written in front of me. INST. See, I completely messed that up already. Okay. Publish. Go to channel. Hopefully now I've got an Instagram link on my about. Does it take you to the correct place? It does. Right. Okay. So there is now an Instagram link on my page. I will catch up. It's only I've only been doing this for a year. I've just not been doing this for long. Nice. There's now an Instagram link on my page to anyone who wants to get in touch with me via Instagram. I'm not going to set up a Discord for my channel yet because there's no reason to. I don't even have 100 subscribers. There's not even 100 people who wish to even listen to me waffle, and I don't blame them because at the moment I'm just waffling absolutely troll up and try because I've finished essentially. Let's see if I my message to my desk. Don't know what happened then. Yes, I'm following. Excellent. Right. So I can send a link to a Discord server if anyone wishes to forward me names of what they wish it to be called, or any decent names of what they wish it to be called. In all serious, well, not in all seriousness. I look like your cousin. God, your cousin's handsome. And I'm also incredibly gappy. Egotistical. Yeah. Please, 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 praise, praise, praise. I'm awesome. I know it. I'm modest, very modest. Yeah. Not. I don't mean I only want serious names, but I mean I only want names that you are seriously considered. If you've got to be a funny name, make sure it's a funny name that works. You don't do Discord. You don't do this. Can you set up group chats on Instagram then? So messages. I have that. New message. 2. Let's see. Suggested. Your brother one suggested I want. I don't wish to say the name out loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna I'm going to select the message. I'm going to select the 2 people that I believe the message is going to be to. And it's going to be a tester. It's going to be my final tester before I sign off. It's going to be a simple message. It's going to say, hey, if it works, then we have a group Instagram chat that we should be able to add people to, hopefully, if I've sent it to the right people. We'll find out anyway. In the meantime, have a good evening. Drive safe. Don't drink and drive. Well, water's fine, just not alcohol. And have fun.